The Range Day Podcast, Season 1, Episode 2. Here we go. Hey, thank you for clicking on the video, and sorry for the delay on Episode 2. As always, there's a lot going on, a lot of good stuff, and hopefully over the course of the next few weeks to months, I can get more of a consistency. I'm not trying to take up too much of your time. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. The likes, the comments, and the subscriptions really do help the channel grow and get the word out. And you can do that right over there. That being said though, please enjoy Episode 2 of the Range Day Podcast. All right, we are recording. Open the show.
Da-da-da-da. Welcome to the Range Day Podcast.
That was surprisingly good. I did not expect that. Okay, guys, welcome to Episode 2, Season 1 of the Everyday Podcast.
Everyday Podcast? Everyday Carry?
Hey, guys, welcome to Episode 2, Season 1 of the Range Day Podcast. I am Dom, and I'm here with my wife.
Hello.
That's the part where you say your name.
Oh, hi. Hello, and I'm Sheena.
Kind of like I said it before in the first episode, we're just going to pick a topic, and it's not going to be a full-on podcast. We're just going to do try to do about 10 minutes just to see if it's catching on, and if it does, we'll continue, and then we'll go a little bit longer. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. You said you have a topic. It's your podcast.
They want to hear from you. Any gun-related topic, what do you want to talk about?
Well, one topic we should talk about is how to help women carry.
That's actually a good.
For your girlfriends and wives and your mothers and everybody else out there.
No, that's good. Okay, so maybe that should be the topic. Maybe that should be the topic.
I haven't perfected my carry, so why don't we wait till...
Oh, well, that's probably a good thing. And obviously we have a friend that's going through the same situation right now, so maybe we should actually talk about that. Take the lead.
About what?
Take the lead on this topic. We're talking about it.
No, I don't want to talk about that right now because I don't have notes in my head about
what... It's a podcast. There's not supposed to be any notes. All right, put it this way.
Okay, well, leading up to that...
Okay.
We will do that podcast in the near future. But one of the things that we will talk about today is what will probably help with your carry anyway. And that's... What are we talking about? Fitness?
What she's trying to say is we're going to talk about, does your physical fitness help you in your everyday carry? First, I guess just to let those who don't know, we tend to focus more so on carry. We don't really do a lot of competition or anything like that. It's just carry and home defense. That's kind of why we are into guns. So for now, that's what we're going to focus on. So does your physical fitness help with either your home defense or a situation you might have carrying?
I'm going to say yes and no.
I don't get where the no comes from, but clearly, all right, so I'm going to say yes, 100%. If you want to end the podcast there you go, that's it. But go ahead.
The reason why I say no is because when I was researching on how to carry, I did come across some YouTube channels of some guys that are actually on the fluffy side. Heavier side, and they all were able to carry obviously in their own way. Well,
my thing is I'm not debating whether or not you can carry the gun. Almost any body type can carry a gun. My thing is whether you can, if you're put in a situation where you have to like physically move and get around certain things, and how long can you do that? How good is your endurance to be in that situation? Mind you, knowing that most situations do happen, in a few seconds, but still, what if there was a situation where you needed to, defend your life or somebody else's for a good 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You scratching your beard.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Yeah, and the thing is, all right, you know what would be a great example for anybody, guy or girl, who's played paintball in any aspect, and just for the fact that you don't want to get hit, you never really want to get, obviously you don't want to get hit, it hurts, but the diving and rushing behind cover, and then simple things like just holding the paintball gun up, for 30 seconds, it's hard. It starts to really weigh down on you. So my thing is, God forbid you're put in a situation where you have to do something similar, or, obviously now it's even that much more important for you not to get hit, but just being able to run to cover, pop out and shoot and then go back and whatever you have to do, is that feasible if you're a little bit, overweight? Is that something that's going to weigh you down? I think the obvious answer is yes. I think you being on the more fit side is going to help you hands down 100% of the time.
I'm going to say something in regards to being fit. I don't think you necessarily have to be physically fit. I think, like he was saying before, is more of endurance wise. And okay, fit. When people say fit,
oh shoot,
what do you usually think of? Like a 6-pack, muscles, all that?
No. Heck no.
Okay, okay.
For me, fit means primarily, like, the first thing I look at is cardio. I know a bunch of big people that can outrun you or like run longer distances than you, of course.
Right, and there's some people that have full-on muscle man and can't run.
So they're not fit, are they?
There's different levels. There's different levels of fitness. That's why I'm saying you should just use the word endurance. And in the sense of endurance, it also comes with practice, because when we go to the range, clearly you can tell in my videos, in my shots, that I have no endurance when it comes to holding the gun.
Why do you say that? Because how
it becomes tiring.
After how long?
After a good 15 minutes.
15 minutes? That's there's no gunfight that's going to happen civilian. Hopefully that's going to last 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I think truthfully, after a few seconds, you start to put the gun down. You're like, nope, too heavy.
So in overall, the whole thing, you pretty much just need to practice shooting and having endurance and holding the gun.
Just being able to shoot repetitively. And I honestly think that
holding the gun, right?
Yeah, but those muscles, those, like, especially in like your upper back and your shoulder, that's going to come from, I mean, you can honestly train that. You can train that at the gym. The more you train that at the gym is the more you're going to obviously be able to hold the gun up longer. No? Or am I just losing my mind?
No, I guess I'm just trying to say that people don't necessarily have to go to the gym.
Okay, so
to hold the gun.
I see what you're saying. So the alternative is you go to the range and shoot a lot.
Practice,
it's gonna use those muscles. Okay,
exactly.
Fair enough. And I think, not to bring this up again, but I do think that fitness primarily revolves around cardio, because even if the endurance that you have with those muscles are going to be based on how long you can actually partake in those activities. So, for example, holding up the gun is just one part of it. I'm talking about holding up the gun, having to run to cover or run to somebody else to protect that person. God forbid what you have to do. Or even in a home defense situation, they'll say, you stay in wherever you are. You're not supposed to go outside of the room and, you hold down that fortress. But in our case, we have a child in a separate room. You're not going to get me to stay in here if, God forbid, somebody breaks into the home. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to run over there, hopefully try to run back. So little things like that. I know that's probably not the best analogy. It might seem ridiculous, but actually when under pressure, it does take a toll on you. For example, you standing at an indoor range, holding your gun up and shooting is nowhere near as taxing as you just literally just run 10 feet and try to do the same thing, and then run 10 feet back and try to do the same thing, and do that multiple times and see how many times you can do that before you're like, I can't do this. I can guarantee you most people aren't going to be able to do that longer than a minute. And in your case, you are a fitness competitor and you've won championships.
One?
She
Stop lying on me.
I'm not lying. She competed one time and then she won everything.
I did not.
All right, so backstory, we were very much so into fitness.
He likes to gas me up, which is nice, but
listen,
you giving people false hope over here.
No, it's the truth. About 5 years ago, right? That's when we were like heavily into fitness for, probably half a decade. I mean, like heavily, like bodybuilding, gym fitness. The thing with her, she already had like crazy fitness, crazy endurance, crazy muscle built up, especially her back muscles, for years.
Because I'm a dancer.
That, and you were a gym rat. We were gym rats, and I'll throw up a picture. Yeah, what year was that?
I believe 2018.
Gotcha. So yeah, she decided to do the competition. After that, she had a coach and everything, prepped. And once she got lean, you could tell how fit she actually, was. So you, in general, have a one-up on most, not just women, but most men too. Shoot, you have a one-up on me as far as your fitness is concerned. And just seeing you at the range, it still takes attacks on you rather quickly. So I'm not saying that you don't have people that are not as healthy that can't outshoot us like ridiculous, or run around the circle and outshoot us, but how long does their endurance last? Like in a real life situation, it would probably be better if you were more on the fit side. And that is coming from somebody right now who is physically probably the most unfit I've ever been in my life, which is going to change.
Well, I'm just trying to say you don't have to look the part to be fit. I've seen heavy girls dancing their butt off and they can be on stage for like hours on end.
Let's clarify on that. I'm saying that the way you physically look doesn't matter whatsoever.
Yes, it's just the endurance.
I'm talking about your actual physical fitness. Your physical fitness isn't based solely on how you look. Somebody can have, like you said, a six-pack, abs, and all this muscle. And we know for a fact, we've seen this a million times, where you try to get them to do any cardio, and I mean, it's literally like 3.5 seconds, and then they're like dying on the ground. Mm-hmm. So to anybody out there, just to clarify, we're not talking about how you physically look. We're just talking about your physical fitness. Okay, so yeah, for example, like I said, I'm probably the worst I've been in a while, and I can probably still go out there and run 7 miles. I used to run 6-7 miles every day. I wouldn't be, the recovery process would be painful, but I can do it, So, and I physically don't look as good as I once did.
Yeah, and I'm kind of opposite.
I don't look. What the heck are you trying to say? You look good?
Oh no, well.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I mean, after having a baby, I thought I was going to look worse, but I think I look decent for having a baby.
You look good.
As long as you think I look good, that's fine.
Yeah, you look all right.
Oh! Anyway, I'm not a runner.
Okay.
But
True.
it does make sense because I used to dance, so...
Yeah, your endurance is still great. Like, your endurance is...
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it. I didn't think I could run after having a baby, and I can kind of keep up.
I'm saying in general, your endurance is better than most. Whether it's running or just continuous physical activity, your endurance is better than most.
Although we're not talking about how you physically look, I will say that there probably is an advantage of having, a smaller gut, because when I'm trying to carry with certain outfits, like, it's just not...
You should probably tell them where you carry.
Well, I'm trying to carry appendix.
Yeah. So
I'm still experimenting.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it too, with the whole, as far as the physical side of it, is finding where works for you. I carry appendix pretty easily, and you know this. Whether I gain weight or not, of course, I rather not have a gut. It helps a lot, and I know my exact weight, where it's like, oh no, it's going to affect my appendix carry. So I try to stay below a certain weight. Even if I start letting myself go, I'm like, oh, yep, I can feel that this is going to start getting hard to carry. So I usually back off. But in that sense, yeah, it does help. The physical variance does help. So yeah.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't affect anybody carrying 3 or 4 o'clock as much.
No, I would love to hear your comments.
As far as what?
Not you. I'm talking to them.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we would love to hear your comments. Leave your thoughts below. We'd definitely like to know what you guys think. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to the Range Day podcast. We'll be doing this a little bit more, like I said, picking random topics.
Or you guys can give us a few topics to talk about. That'd be nice.
Yeah, go ahead and drop whatever topics you want us to talk about in the comments below. We'll be glad to cover those topics in future episodes.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will chat up with you guys.
Wait. So we agree. You need to be...
Oh, Lord. Now I'm committed. Now he was going to have me sign my life away on a contract.
I don't care what you do. Shoot.
Anyway, thanks for tuning into the Range Day podcast. We will chat with you guys in the next episode.
See you guys.